behind. Join the new normal of digital world. Let radio and television be at your fingertips. Get news and current events, entertainment, sports, kiddies programs, and more at your beck and call on Al-IyamoyeTv and radio. Just visit and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on all social media platforms. Then you are a global citizen. Al-IyamoyeTv and radio. Voice of the voiceless.
Nani.
Your Saturdays just got better. 7 hours of live streaming of football games.
Messi. Immens Messi. Out of this world.
Your Saturdays just got better. 7 hours of live streaming of football games.
Messi. Immens Messi.
Featuring Premier League, La Liga, Ligue 1, Bundesliga, Serie A, and other league games in Europe. All you need to do is watch and listen to us of live streaming of football games. Your Saturdays just got better. 7 hours of live streaming of football games.
Messi. Immens Messi.
Featuring Premier League, La Liga, Ligue 1, Bundesliga, Serie A, and other league games in Europe. All you need to do is watch and listen to us on live.
Good morning to our viewers, our listeners out there. This is Sportville on Al-IyamoyeTv and radio, and this is the 10th day in the month of October, which is 10/10/2003. Which this is our Sportville where we give you the update, live update on every news about sport all over the world, where you'll be able to get whatever you want, whatever you need about what is going on in the world of sports. This is Sportville. And I am Ibrahim Onigbinde.
I'm sorry, Moshood, SMT Sports. Good morning.
Good morning. Starting from Arsenal with the news that comes up to me about Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka has withdrawn from the England squad due to injury. Saka was assessed by the England medical team, and it was decided the player would continue his rehabilitation at his club. This is a big news, and this is a big loss. A big news and a big loss for Arsenal about Bukayo Saka. Now, let's talk about this SMD, about Bukayo Saka. The thing, this is if Bukayo Saka, he was unable to play against Manchester City. Sure. And this injury has been on him not before against Manchester City. The match they plays against Bournemouth. Against Lens.
Also Lens in the Champions League.
So before then, he was like, he has been having this thing, but Arteta was like, Saka was a very vital player. He must use him. What do you say about Bukayo Saka? Do you think this injury of a friend won't cause Arsenal anything? One. Number two, do you believe, because if you look at the match played against Manchester City, Arsenal won without Bukayo Saka. Do you think they can still replicate this? Because even let me talk about William Saliba as well. He also had an injury as well. So before international break, if they did not eventually come back before the international break, what would you think will happen?
One thing I always tell some Arsenal fans is sometimes Mikel Arteta, the player management for Mikel Arteta is not that much. Because if you look at Bukayo Saka very well, this guy played a whole lot last season for Arsenal. He played so much for Arsenal to the extent that towards the end of last season, when he was not on form, Arsenal really felt his impulse. Since the game against Liverpool last season to the end of the season, Bukayo Saka doesn't score any goal for Arsenal. And everybody keeps saying it was because of William Saliba that Arsenal lost the league. I keep on telling people that it's not because of William Saliba. It's because Bukayo Saka is not productive again for Arsenal. Because if you look at Arsenal, they are not that conceding goal last season, but not scoring goal. If you look at this kind of issue that happened to the particular player, let's say 13 years ago, Wayne Rooney for Manchester United, 2010, when I could remember a game in the Champions League, Bayern Munich versus Manchester United, where Ian Ruben scored a fantastic called goal from the outside the box. We have Frank Ribery play a corner kick. Then, when Macaroni played with injury, whereby he was injected painkiller, and following season it resulted in Wayne Rooney not to perform very well for Manchester United and England national side. So Mikel Arteta should have tried as much as possible to find a replacement for Bukayo Saka. He keep putting in his mind that Bukayo Saka doesn't need to have a replacement, that Bukayo Saka will keep on playing the whole lot of match for Arsenal, which is not so. We have throws that can play from that position. You can see the last 2 games for Arsenal, at least other players have been playing for that position. I don't know the reason why he used him against Alcy Lens. He should have rested against Alcy Lens. Maybe that on Sunday he should have played maybe against Man City. Now he had an injury. We don't know when this guy is going to come back from injury. So player management when it comes to injury, Mikel Arteta doesn't have. Now Trossard is out injured.
That's what I'm about to say.
Saliba is out injured. Bukayo Saka is out injured. We've not know another player that will come back from international break with injury. Now Martinelli only played that game with a slight,
he's coming back
from injury as well.
I don't think he's fully fit.
So
before he started the match.
I think Guy never said something yesterday that if Arsenal want to get the league, they need to keep William Saliba and Declan Rice fit. And I said no, that is absolutely wrong from Gary Neville. They need to keep most of their players fit, especially Bukayo Saka and Martin Odegaard. Because if you say only Declan Rice and Saliba should stay fit, and you remove Martin Odegaard and Bukayo Saka out of the team, what is left for the Arsenal? Good. So injury this time for Bukayo Saka is not that. There was a time with a section with Western Sport. I said Bukayo Saka can only be compared with the likes of Ian Ruben, Lionel Messi, and the like when he stay consistent and don't be an injury prone. What makes Ian Ruben not to fulfill his potential and not to be on par with Lionel Messi? Injury. So the injury is too much, and they need to find a replacement for Bukayo Saka. As not all matches Bukayo Saka will be playing for Arsenal.
Thank you. That is Bukayo Saka of Arsenal. If you are to win the league, God never says, if Arsenal are to win the league this season, they need to be on the fully fit. You didn't with the likes of William Saliba, the likes of Declan Rice. They must not have an injury. Do you also think the same thing Gary Neville has said? Do you think that is how it should be? I'm away from that. Let me just move on to Chelsea, which said Pochettino said Cole Palmer surprises me when I arrived, because it was a day before the transfer window closed. The way he reads the situation and the games well. He can be a player who can lead with his teammates. He has a great personality and a great talent. And also on Chelsea, we had the news which said, understand Chelsea had already fixed an exit fee for Romelu Lukaku in summer 2024, and it's around £37 million. There's an agreement to make Romelu Lukaku available for that fee next year. Lukaku doing great on loan to Roma as he scored 7 goals. Now let me talk about, before I move into that of Romelu Lukaku, let me just talk about Cole Palmer. Do you think Cole Palmer can just fit in? Because I had an ex, formerly known as Twitter, yesterday, but some people were like, Cole Palmer at Chelsea now is the next Kevin De Bruyne. When I saw that, I was just laughing like, oh, wow, this is so comparing Cole Palmer to Kevin De Bruyne. Do you think they are comparable? One. Number 4, do you think Cole Palmer can put in as a number 10 for Chelsea? Don't forget, this is why, in the absence of Christopher Nkunku, is playing well, perfectly well. Do you think when all the players are fully fit now, do you think Cole Palmer will still be in the team? Do you think Cole Palmer will still perform the way he's still performing?
An English adage, I say, one step at a time. Cole Palmer, we can't underestimate the kind of performance he's having for Chelsea. And I'm not surprised, because he has been given that performance to Man City when he was given a chance to perform. Don't forget, in the Community Shield, he came in against Arsenal, he scored a goal, and against Sevilla in the Super Cup, he scored the winning goal as well. Don't forget, last season as well, he played so much for Arsenal as well, for Manchester City as well, and he performed on the top level for Manchester City. But comparing Cole Palmer with Kevin De Bruyne, I think is a disrespect to Kevin De Bruyne, because you say Kopama is an upcoming star. But it's the kind of player that Chelsea will really enjoy. Chelsea will really enjoy him so much as in years to come. But the question is, will they be able to fulfill his potential? We have some other players that have played at Chelsea that have been unable to fulfill their potential. But the kind of performance this guy, and some people really blamed Pochettino when he didn't start this guy. And I told people, this guy needs to be introduced a little by little at Chelsea. Look at his first start. His first start was against Fulham. He started the game against Fulham. He did well. He made an assist against Fulham as well.
Yes.
He started the first EPL game against Burnley on Saturday. And he did well. He scored a goal. Having the confidence to go and take the penalty amidst all the players on the field of play.
I was even surprised to see him playing the penalty.
It's very good penalty kicker for the England under 20 national side. He's very good penalty.
No, I'm not saying he's not good.
No,
I was even surprised. For him to have the courage,
because we have the likes of Enzo.
We have Enzo there.
We have the likes of Nicholas Jackson on the field of that day. I'm telling. Gallagher was on the field of play, but for him to have the confidence, I want to take the penalty, I want to score. I was even telling someone when I was about to say Kopama will lose this penalty, but he surprised me with the kind of calmness that he used to play penalty, and he had an assist as well. Don't forget, Pochettino needs to change his position in the second half of the game. If you read the game very well, when Esmeralda's got the yellow card, he needs to move Gallagher to the right hand side to go and play from the 7 position and bring in Kopama in the creative position. And he really played so much from now on, because if you look at Burnley, they went to the left hand side to cage to run around 3-4 players. And if Kopama is not the kind of player, not the kind of player that can get around 4 or 5 players, he needs to have one-on-one situation and get out of one-on-one situation. And he brought him back to the midfield. It caused a lot of damage to Burnley. So Chelsea have a very good player at the disposal. I know in the years to come, Chelsea will have at least, not Kevin De Bruyne, have a player in the caliber of David Silva, in the caliber of Francis Fabregas, Juan Mata. Someone said for years they've seen a player that he play in the mode of Juan Mata. Don't forget, it's been long. Chelsea have a left foot player aside from Hakim Ziyech, and it's failed for Chelsea.
Yes.
Look at the rate at which Kopama played at Chelsea. I always say he played at the mode of Juan Mata for Chelsea rather than saying Kevin De Bruyne. And Chelsea will really enjoy this guy in years to come.
All right, thank you very much that's news about Chelsea. Moving on to Atletico Madrid. Diego Simeone set to sign new deal at Atletico Madrid very soon. Verbal agreement in place, just waiting to get it sealed, but all considered almost done. After almost 12 years at Atletico Madrid, Simeone is prepared to accept the proposal and keep staying at the club. That is from Atletico Madrid. Diego Simeone, after using 12 years, complete 12 years at Atletico Madrid, do you still believe he should still remain at Atletico Madrid? One. Number 2, I just want to bring up this about Wayne Rooney. He wants to become Birmingham new coach presently, because I just want to talk about the two because of the time. We have not much time to spend. So about Wayne Rooney going to Birmingham City. Look at Wayne Rooney. He coached Derby County. Sure. He left. He went to DC United. He left. Those teams he went to, he hasn't proved to them very well that he is capable of doing this thing. Now, Birmingham City that he wants to take the job there. Look at it. Birmingham City are on the, I think when I watched the table, they were on the 6th or 7th position in the league. Do you think Wayne Rooney will be able to fit in, will be capable to hold the Birmingham City and take them back to English Premier League for next season? Do you think? What do you think about? Number 1, let's talk about Atletico Madrid. Diego Simeone. Do you think he still should remain at the team after using 12 years at Atletico Madrid?
You know what? When you have an employer and you have an employee, that employee is giving the employer what they really need. I don't know. I don't see reason why an employee cannot be loyal to an employer. Diego Simeone for the past 12 years has been giving Atletico Madrid what they really want. In terms of trophy, he has won the Spanish La Liga. He has gone to the Euro Champions League final twice. If not for Cristiano Ronaldo, that makes Diego Simeone not to get the Euro Champions League. I think he should have been bragging that he won Champions League as well.
Of course.
So Diego Simeone is a very good coach. Even though the kind of style of play that Atletico Madrid play this season, I'm very, very surprised. Because back in the days, we said Diego Simeone is a defensive-minded coach.
Yes.
But this season, he has been able to score loads of goals. If you look at Atletico Madrid game, you see Atletico Madrid scoring 4 goals, scoring 5 goals. In this season, I think they've defeated someone 7-0.
Yes.
They've been trying a lot and not giving this manager a lot of money to bring in players. And he has been performing well for them. So I don't see a reason why he cannot sign a new contract with Atletico Madrid. It's giving them what they really want. I don't think if they really need to bring another coach, it means the style of play of Atletico Madrid will need to change. Don't forget, he has defeated Real Madrid this season.
Yes.
Which everybody does not believe that he will defeat Real Madrid.
Defeated Real Madrid.
He defeated Real Madrid 3-1. It's a very long period of time that he has defeated Real Madrid. Yes. So signing a new contract is not an issue. Continuing on another long stretch with Atletico Madrid, I think it will be really good for Atletico Madrid and Diego Simeone. Back to Will Macaroni. Will Macaroni, he has been doing a lot of fantastic job for Derby County. He did a good job for the Derby County and DC United. Don't forget, he was offered the chance to become the Everton coach.
Yes.
And he rejected it. That he is not yet up to the task. That is one of the good coach I know. Frank Lampard,
which I thought Frank Lampard should do.
Frank Lampard, Steven Gerrard will not reject. Gerrard, yes. They will not reject it.
Yes.
He's a former player of Everton. He's a legend of Everton. Man, you brought one from Everton.
Yes.
We can call him a legend.
Of course we
but
can.
he rejected the chance to become the manager of Everton because he knows the expectation that will be for him at Everton. So signing for Birmingham City, I think he will be able to bring Birmingham City to the English Premier League.
Let's just move on to commercial break now. After we come back, we'll just give you 1 or 2 news before we'll call it a wrap on Sportville on Al-IyamoyeTv and Radio Do. Stay with us.
Gbogbo aláfẹ́ tó gbayì tó fẹ́ wọṣọ yìí ṣoge tó bágbàmú ló ń kọjá lọ sí House of Zion. House of Zion, the name I know when we talk of top-notch fashion, quality materials and class. House of Zion, lẹ́tí máa rójúlówó Turkey wears, Egypt and Malaysia clothing, Dubai, àwọn designer bags lóríṣiríṣi, àwọn ìtẹ̀lẹ̀ bàtà tó jiná tí wọ́n fawọ́ original ṣe, àwọn aago kájọ́ tó ń ka wákàtí ọjọ́, designer sunglasses and perfumes, pẹ̀lú àwọn gbogbo nǹkan tóbìnrin àsìkò fi ń gbafẹ́ lò gbà. Mo débẹ̀ ojú mi ń ṣe kámi, èmi ni ó rà, èmi ni ó mú. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin mùsùlùmí ẹlẹ́sìn tẹ́ gbòógè gbọ́n pa fashion tẹ́ wá nílò jàlábíà, hijab àti àbáyà lóríṣiríṣi. House of Zion lẹ́ò ti rí gbogbo ẹ̀ rà. House of Zion wà ní 52 Ọlọ́run ṣògo road adjacent Redeemed Church Agape Parish Ọlọ́run ṣògo Abẹ́òkúta. Lórí Instagram House of Zion 08165688618. House of Zion, ilé ìtajà tá a ti ń tojúlówó aṣọ àti nǹkan aṣaralóge tí ń gbéni níyì.
Thousands have been disappointed severally in their bid to seek greener pasture abroad. To those quack in the traveling agency business, it is a rocket science. That is not our case at Tausaf Travels and Tour. We have in-depth details on how to successfully, without stress, help you process and secure your visa to anywhere in the world. Do you want permanent residential visa, visiting and tourism visa, student visa to places like Europe, America, Asia, Africa? It's no big deal to us at Tausaf Travels and Tour. Our years of experience and expertise speaks volume for us. Let's process and secure visa for you to UK, USA, and Canada within a twinkle of an eye. We offer Hajj and Umrah services to our Muslim faithfuls. What are you waiting for? Consult us at number 9 Tausaf Central Mosque, Sholanke Street, behind Laroy Hotel, Abiola Way, Abeokuta. 0802 733 0900 or 0806 578 4060. Stop wasting money. Pay for peace of mind. Talk to Tausaf Travels and Tour.
Welcome back from that commercial break. Let me just give you the news about Barcelona. Barca injury crisis, the pain as Conde is ruled out of El Clasico. Barcelona injury crisis, the pain as Jose Conde has been ruled out of the team's El Clasico clash against Real Madrid on October 28th at the extended Olympic Luis campaigns. Conde sustained an injury in Barcelona's 2-2 draw with Granada on Sunday, October 7th at Los Camares. According to the team's ex-handle, he will be out for action for a period of 5 weeks. Real Madrid game, the 24-year-old expected to miss La Liga fixture against Athletic Club, Real Sociedad, and the UEFA Champions League double header against Shakhtar Donetsk. He could also miss the La Liga clash with Alaves. That is from the Barcelona side. They say Jose Koundé ruled out of the El Clasico. While I was watching the match at the weekend, after Jose Koundé had an injury, they brought in Araujo. A friend of mine was telling me that Araujo was even better ahead of Jose Koundé because of the goal Brian Zaragoza scored. Because the guy made the ball from the midfield to run with the ball. And Jose Koundé was running after him till he got to the box 18. He even dribbled Jose Koundé before scoring the ball. The person was not talking like if it was Araujo, he wouldn't have accepted. He would have allowed the ball to score.
You know, I don't agree with what the person said. We have defender with different attributes. Some defenders are sweeper. Sweeper is not as if they take broom and sweep. When you have, I'll start an example. We have the likes of Nemanja Vidic. We have the likes of John Terry. We have the likes of Sami Appiah. We have the likes of Ricardo Carvalho. When you talk about sweeper, when you talk about Sergio Ramos, they're the kind of defender when you beat them in a one-on-one situation, they are ready to slide in order for them to be able to make a foul or to recover the ball. Jose Koundé might not, he's not the kind of player that you can call him a sweeper. Although he's a short player, but he's not the kind of player that can be able to sweep. Compared to Araujo, now, speed-wise, Araujo is far ahead of Jose Koundé when you talk about speed. So when you say some player has speed, okay, it's like you are saying Thiago Silva. When Thiago Silva and Edward Haaland, let's Edward Haaland is true on goal, and you want Thiago Silva to have the same pace with or Dizazi. When Dizazi is true on goal, look at the game against Nottingham Forest. When Elanga was true on goal, Elanga is a fast player, and Dizazi was on with Elanga.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, he find himself touch with Elanga, but a little inches where Elanga used to score the goal. So we have some defenders like that they are not that goal. The one you talk about having a one-on-one situation, you run with the attackers and you cover the ball. So Jose Koundé is good on his own side. Araujo is good on the other side as well.
And they think Jose Koundé injury would cause.
They will really miss him because they have a lot of defenders as well. We have Christensen, they still have Inigo Martinez, they have Araujo as well. They have Sergio Roberto can play from there as well.
They have
Alonso, they can play from central defense as well. So going forward, I don't think Barcelona will have a problem.
Thank you very much about Barcelona. Manchester United will try to offload Jadon Sancho in January if he refuses to apologize to Erik ten Hag, with club prepared to subsidize his 300k per week wages to secure loan move. United are so eager to offload Sancho in January that they are willing to subsidize his 300k a week, but if they are able to agree a loan move for the rest of the season. And Juventus and former club Borussia Dortmund have both been linked with Sancho, but neither will be prepared to match United's £60 million valuation for a player who, by that stage, is unlikely to have played for over 4 months.
You know the solution? Manchester United should release him by January because Sancho is not ready to say sorry.
He's not ready to apologize.
He's not ready to apologize, and I think the next option for Man U should agree that they will lose on the Sancho. Manchester United has not been the kind of team that has been able to have a return on investments on players they bought. Look at Memphis Depay. Look at Angel Di Maria, Alex Sanchez. A whole lot of players that Manchester United have brought in and they've lost on those players. So they should agree that they will lose as well on the Sancho. And raising by January, head out on loan, and at the end of the season, they cash out like Chelsea or £20 million on Jadon Sancho and agree. Because I know Erik ten Hag will not use this guy if he not say sorry.
That's to Jadon Sancho. Jadon Sancho has to say sorry to Erik ten Hag, even if you want to leave the team. You know, I thought if you want to leave, because if you want to leave a particular team, you don't need to leave by a fight. You just need to leave peacefully.
Ibrahim,
you know,
there are some human beings that has their philosophy. If you keep on saying,
I'll call that as an ego.
I won't say it's an ego. Because for him to counter what Eric said after the game against Arsenal, it means something is fishing. Look at but last season, Eric came out and said the Sancho is not fit enough. He sent him to Holland to go and have a lot of fitness, and Sancho did not come out and say anything. It means something is fishing between him and Eric, and something is fishing behind the scene at Manchester United that we didn't know. So there are some women that if you say they did something and which they didn't do such a thing, they will not be happy, and they will all come out and say they are not happy with this kind of decision that you made. But it's not left to Man U in order for them to know what really transpired between these two coaches. Although Sancho is at fault as well, saying sorry behind the scene. But I know if he says sorry behind the scene, Eric will come outside and said, "Yeah, say sorry." Did Anthony say sorry to Manchester United players that he committed some crimes? No. Other players, like Martial, are they that fit to the Manchester United style of play? Are they fit enough to score goals for Man U? So something is fishing at Manchester United.
Thank you very much about Jadon Sancho. Now about this Napoli, former Chelsea and Brighton boss Graham Potter is reportedly among Napoli's managerial shortlist should the Serie A champions let under fire balls with Gaisha go. Graham Potter was signed by Chelsea after winning 12 of his 31 games in charge. Potter is not the only candidate. Graham Potter is not the only candidate to take over the Napolis, however, with former Marseille manager Igor Tudor and ex-River Plate boss Marcelo Gallardo both linked with the job. Do you think Graham Potter could be the best option for Napoli?
I don't think Napoli should not make that mistake.
They should not make the mistake. I would just if Napoli management can just hear this, they should not make the mistake of accepting.
Although Graham Potter is not as if Graham Potter is not that good, but Graham Potter is an element.
It's still an average.
It's an attribute of a small team. And Napoli, the kind of success they made last season, I don't think his next coach to be. I think Gallardo is a very good coach as well. For River Plate, he did a lot for River Plate. And even when Chelsea wanted to brought in Pochettino, I think Gallardo is among the list.
Yes,
and
Enzo
was yes. I want this coach to come in because he knows him very well. So Gallardo, I think Gallardo should be an option for Napoli as well.
Now lastly, let's talk about Al-Nassr. Cristiano Ronaldo has reportedly told Al-Nassr management that he wants to renew his contract with the Saudi Arabia club until 2027. Indicating the Portuguese superstar aims to play at the 2026 World Cup. Cristiano Ronaldo has 25 goals and 8 assists in 30 games for outside Al-Nassr. A post on X released by Al-Arabi. Al-Arabi said Cristiano Ronaldo informed the management of the Saudi club before traveling to the Portuguese national team camp that he wants to renew his contract until the beginning of 2027. Cristiano Ronaldo to play the 2026 World Cup while he is a player for Al-Nassr club, and then he will announce his retirement from football. Playing at the World Cup will take Ronaldo to 41 years old and a credible feat even for such an athlete as a legendary striker. Do you think?
Seriously, Ronaldo is one of the legends.
Because he said it. He said he wants to play with his child at the work. He wants to play with his child before he retired in football.
Should you say is that possible? It's possible, and it's possible because
the next World Cup, his child will be at the. I think he will be at the age of. Maybe
at least let's say 15 years.
Or 16 years.
And it's possible for Ronaldo Jr., Cristiano Ronaldo Jr. to be able to play at Al-Nassr.
It's possible.
Ronaldo is not concerned about his own life. Now he's concerned about his son.
Of his son.
Because Ronaldo's son is playing at academy for Al-Nassr as well. Now it's possible for Al-Nassr to promote his son to the main team and have the chance to play with Ronaldo at Al-Nassr as well. And Ronaldo wants to play at the World Cup or 2026 World Cup as a player that's played at Saudi Arabia. A lot of players will play as well. If Algeria qualify for the World Cup, I think Mahrez will also play from Saudi Arabia. A lot of players like that. I think Fabio is not there again. A lot of players say Edouard Mendy as well. We have a lot of players. Senegal, Sadio Mane. So a lot of players are playing in the Saudi Pro League, and they might be able, if they come to qualify for the World Cup, they might be able to play at the next World Cup, play in Saudi Pro League. So Ronaldo is concerned about his son's future and his own future as well. all things being equal, ceteris paribus.
But by then, he will be at the age of 41 years.
It's possible.
Oh, that's so superb. Of Ronaldo.
Ronaldo physique and his fitness level, we can't doubt Ronaldo.
Yes, we can doubt Ronaldo because he's really fit. He's capable of doing that. That was why he said he wants to play with his son at the next World Cup. What do you think about that? Do you think that can be possible?
He can't really play with his son at the World Cup. He can't say Portugal will call
but he wants to play with him.
He can play with his son with Al-Nassr.
Oh, that's very nice of Ronaldo. This will be the end of the sport on Al-IyamoyeTV and radio. I do, as our viewers out there, our listeners out there, I do enjoy every other program. We still have a lot of program out there for you. After this, Fresh Light is coming, the English version, where we discuss much about what is happening, about with the newspaper that comes out today. After that, the Yoruba version of it, Ibrahim Ojun. So it's also coming for you. Those of you that you are honored to Yoruba, you can easily tune on to Al-IyamoyeTV and radio on Facebook, on Twitter, or even on X, and also on YouTube. We have it there. Just
on TikTok as well.
On TikTok as well. You can also just type Al-IyamoyeTV and radio. You will see all that. We love you every day. We do love you, and we will always love you as you are supporting, giving us your support. Thank you for listening. Thank you for joining. And I remain Ibrahim Onigbinde.
I'm Sowole Moshood, and I keep saying, God bless Nigeria.
God bless Nigeria as well. Thank you.
What a goal! Wayne Rooney out of this world!
Your Saturdays just got better. 7 hours of live streaming of